What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my podcast, Happy Days, with me, Callum Church. Today, I want to talk a little bit more on the topic of success, because this is something I've been thinking about recently. It's a topic which came up on a recent recording with a guest of mine on the podcast, which is coming up soon, so make sure that you stay subscribed so you never miss an episode. But it's been on my mind recently a little bit, and I think my perspective on what success is slightly shifting, or at least I'm recognizing what my true thoughts on success is. So first of all, let's identify what the hell success actually is. When people think of success, they see it as a form of recognition, I suppose. But let's remember that success only purely exists because humans made it. We've made it up. We've made up this idea of what success is. Success only exists because of societal expectations of what we should be doing with our lives, right? So that means that, yes, there is a very general idea of what success is, and that tends to be, do well at school, go to uni, get a degree, get a good job, earn money in that job and keep going, and then eventually retire. That's the idea of success, and where a lot of it is focused on the material and the monetary, and yeah, I mean, it's in my opinion, it's not the best way to live your life, chasing these material and monetary things. And for me, that isn't success. And that's where my perspective has changed, because sure, in the past I've thought that that's success. It might have been slightly different from that in my own opinions, but for the most part, it's chasing the material and gaining the material. But what is success actually to me? Because I am a little bit conflicted on this, and as I say, my perspectives are changing. For me, sometimes it's recognition, sometimes it's material, but deep down I know that my true success, and this is reflected in this podcast, my true success is finding happiness and finding fulfillment. I want to be 80 years old, 90 years old, whenever it is that I eventually pass on. I want to be sat there in my rocking chair, whatever it is when I'm old, and looking back thinking, yeah, I gave it a good go. I had a good little innings, good little life, and I lived that fulfilled. That's success to me. When I'm sitting in that chair, looking back, and I feel good about the life I've lived, that is when I know I will be successful. So yeah, and that's because I believe that we only get one shot. We only get one shot at this, and often we fall into the trap of believing that we're special or made for more. Naturally, what our natural, our natural level of success, what that would be simply to eat fruits from trees and shit the seeds out in the floor for replantation. That would be our sole purpose as humans. Everything on this planet has a purpose, and for some that might be to grow and convert carbon dioxide back into oxygen. For us, is to convert oxygen back into carbon dioxide and keep the flow of life going. Really, that would be the natural idea of what success is before civilization, before we learnt how to farm and learnt how to build cities and become the most dominant species on the planet. So realistically, if we're thinking about success, all we really need to do to live a successful life is to live, is to survive, is to eat shit out the seeds and plant more fruit trees further away from where we ate the fruit in the first place. But because we have civilization, we start to build up these ideas, build up this social expectation, build up perhaps our own ideas of what success is. Obviously, I've got mine. And so with mine, I do. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. And, a lot of the time people say that success has a finish line. Or they don't say that, but at least they believe that. A lot of people believe that success has a finish line, For a lot of people, they sit there and believe that some form of unlimited happiness is waiting for them on the other side of their goals. People are saying that, I'll be happy when I finally build a business and make £1 million, or, when I finally find a partner and get married, that's when I'll finally be happy. But this is all bullshit. Success and happiness, that doesn't have a finish line. If you really want to be successful, you need to be successful right now. Like, success isn't about, sitting there and reaching a certain point and looking back. That's where I've got it wrong in my head before about what success is to me. When I say that I want to be 80 years old, looking back on my life and thinking, yeah, it was good. This is where my perspectives start to change. Success isn't about being at a certain level in the future. That's not what success is. Success is about doing it throughout your life in the present moment. So in every present moment that we have as we work for our lives, every present moment, from each moment, we need to be successful, and we need to be doing what we need to be doing in order to achieve that success. So, for example, for me, I'm waffling a bit, but for me, I don't want to be 80 looking back on my life and thinking, yeah, it was good. Oh, of course I do, but that's not what success is to me anymore. What success is to me is that I want to be happy in every moment. I want to be successful in every moment. And for me, success is my happiness, is my fulfillment. So if I'm making every single day a day which is happy and a day which has been lived to the fullest, that is my success. That is exactly what I'm after now. So that's where my perspective has changed. And to break it down a little bit more, think about this. If success doesn't have a finish line, then who is the most successful out of these two? The person who runs a marathon purely for the achievement, for his ego, or the person who runs every weekend because he just loves to do it. He or she loves to go out running, and it makes them feel good. It makes them feel more alive. It helps them enjoy the moment. Who's more successful out of those two? The person who's running and doesn't particularly like it, just so that they can soothe their ego and make out that it's all going to be okay once they pass that finish line? Or is it the person that feels great in every single moment of their life because they're enjoying the pathway, enjoying the training, What's the point in working towards something if you don't enjoy the process, enjoy the training? It would be futile, For someone that, let's say, doesn't like playing with Lego or something, why would you build something if you don't enjoy that process? Sure, it looks good afterwards and it's like, yeah, okay, I achieved that. But if you don't enjoy doing it, you're wasting your life, no? You're living a lie. If that's not your true passion or your true, hobby, you're living a lie. Life isn't a linear game. It's not a Mario game, let's say, where you go through the levels, you complete level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, all the way through that, and then you move on to the next world, and then it's level 2, level 3, level 4, and then the next world and the next world. No, it's not linear. We're not going through levels, going through stages in our lives. What life truly is, it's a sandbox game. Life's like Minecraft, where you can do whatever the hell you want. You can decide whatever the hell your purpose is or your idea of what success is, and you can enjoy the process. So some people, they might go after a survival play. Some people might just want to build things. And this is going to totally fly over the heads of people that don't know what Minecraft is or don't play Minecraft or whatever, or have played Minecraft at least. But that's what life is. It's an opportunity to make of it what we want, to make of it what we feel like doing, to enjoy the process. Because if you live a whole life where you don't enjoy it, ultimately to achieve an achievement at the end of it, I mean, have you really achieved? Have you really achieved if you haven't enjoyed that process? I'd say probably not. So life's what you make of it, and success is what you make of life. So that's all that I have for today's episode. It was a short and sweet one, but it's just something that's been on my mind recently, and I think it's quite a thought-provoking conversation to have. So yeah, I mean, I do truly hope that you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please consider leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, because it truly does really help the show. Also, let me know your feedback. I love to connect with you listeners. I love to speak to you and find out what you thought of the content which I put out there. So drop me a DM. Hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @callum.g.church. You can leave your feedback there. And again, I do truly hope you did enjoy today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. So there you go. That's the end of the show. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe on your podcasting app of choice so you can download and listen as each episode is released. If this episode helped you in any way, tell your friends, tell your family, maybe even leave a cheeky review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps the show. But that's all for now. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode, released shortly. Take care.